Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to a new reaction video. Today we're gonna be reacting to This Country is 17% Fake by the Map Man. I haven't really seen much of this channel. Oh, that looks cool too. Anyway, I haven't seen much of this channel. I'm assuming they do stuff with maps. And this is about the Netherlands, so we'll be reacting to that. So I hope you enjoy and watch along with me. This is a bit of a longer one, 14 minutes, so yeah. Let's go, let's go.
Saying in Dutch, God schept de aarde, maar de Nederlander schept in Nederland.
Who? Who? Oh, and also, I guess if you didn't know, I'm Dutch, so.
There's a saying in Dutch, God schept de aarde.
God schiep de aarde, maar de Nederlanders schiepen Nederland.
Maar de Nederlander schept in Nederland.
Another saying in Dutch is wij smachten naar 88 prachtige nachten bij 88 prachtige grachten.
Today's
True.
program is about how the Netherlands picked a fight with the sea
And won.
Welkom bij Kaartmannen.
Wij zijn de mannen.
And here is the kaart.
Kaartmannen,
Kaartmannen, kaartmannen, mannen.
If you spend an afternoon browsing Holland, the Netherlands on satellite view, you'll
True.
notice something a little odd.
Don't call it Holland.
It looks pretty normal and European. Lots of green,
Yes.
lots of zigzaggy roads, lots of narrow fields at wonky angles.
Yes.
But as soon as you cross this road, the countryside suddenly turns unusually light brown, with unusually rigid, perfect rectangles and houses spaced out with
Yes.
uncanny soulless regularity.
Curiosity piqued, you turn the clock back to 1945 and it's gone.
Curiosity
That's
piqued
funny.
further, you compare a map of present-day Netherlands to one from 1300 and notice that a whopping 7,000 square kilometers of land, roughly 17% of the whole country, has been conjured out of thin water.
True.
What would you like to know first? How or why?
Why?
What? The funny thing is, I already know this, so it's like, it's not a big surprise for me, but, you know, for you guys, maybe.
Right to ask.
Why?
Here's why.
Thousands of years ago, when settlers came to these low or nether lands,
Yes.
they
Yes.
found fertile soil, plentiful fish stocks, and abundant water resources.
But there was a catch.
The lowness of the land meant that the coastline kept changing. One year the coastline was here, the next year it was here, and the year after that it was here.
It's fun. I didn't.
level of
Okay.
unpredictability
It's funny to
of
look
weather
at the
is
actual
no
maps, though.
And so, to keep their feet dry, the Dutch took action.
They invented clogs?
No. First, they built dikes. Dikes are big
Dikes.
walls to stop water going where it oughtn't. If you put them next to wet things like rivers and lakes, you can stay dry on the other side of them.
Next, they built windmills. If you put an
Yes,
Archimedes
sir.
screw in the water and connect it to a windmill, when the blades turn, the screw scoops the water out, turning into useful dry land for growing plants and cows.
These patches of X-water were called polders.
The Dutch
Polders.
put hundreds of little polders everywhere and became the nation that was best at land reclamation in the world.
Whilst the thousands of
Just over 1,000.
windmills across the landscape were very pretty and became Dutch icons like bikes, Edam, tulips, stroopwafels, sensible urban planning, sex shows, chocolate sprinkles, and Deal or No Deal.
Wait, do you know he was originally from the Netherlands? I wonder. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that actually. But everything else, yes sir. Stroopwafels are the best. You know, chocolate sprinkles, hagelslag. Yes sir, and
They were not
cheese.
enough, and the sea fought back.
The problem was specifically this. The Zuiderzee was an inlet of the North Sea, taking a roughly 2,000 square mile scoop out of the north of the Netherlands, though its size did vary due to tides and storms.
Why are we talking about a sea in the past tense?
You'll see.
Ooh.
Everything about the Zuiderzee made it the worst possible sea to live next door to if you didn't like being flooded.
The Zuiderzee broke through the dikes and flooded people's homes practically every 5 minutes, and there was
Oh,
no
no.
windmill in the world, not even one that span really, really fast, that could stop it. But there was a man who thought he could.
Cornelis Lely was a student of civil engineering at the Polytechnic School of Delft, who absolutely hated the sea.
And this is a picture of the sea.
His dream was to get rid of the sea once and for all.
Oh my god, dude.
And it turned out he wasn't alone.
Various
That's
visionaries
funny.
had all come up with variations of the same idea, to build an enormous dam across the Zuiderzee and turn it into a harmless lake full of polders, dramatically shortening the nation's coastline. Of course, none of them ever came close to being built. They were little more than fantastically unrealistic concept art.
But Cornelis, with his engineering expertise, realised that with modern 19th century technology and building materials, this dream dam was actually technically possible.
Hell
Cornelis
yeah.
Lely got to work on a plan that was full of real-world detail, like hydrological data to calculate the best possible position for the dam, a sluicing system to let the fresh water out from the rivers, a list of the construction materials, and, perhaps cleverest of all, a survey of seabed sediment, so the new polders would be located where the soil would be as profitable as possible.
To make his unhinged dream to delete the sea become a reality, Cornelis went into politics and was soon appointed Minister for Transport and Water Management.
That's
He was
cool.
now finally ready to submit his Zuiderzee Works master plan before Parliament.
But Parliament turned it down. Cornelis's dam was too damn expensive, and they worried that fishermen whose livelihoods depended on catching saltwater fish would lose their livelihoods.
No fish! No fish for sale here!
It seemed Cornelis's dream was dead in the water. Until...
Oh,
Love Sunday lunch.
are there gonna be goddamn art advertisements?
Not anymore. No, because of Surfshark VPN.
Yeah,
Sponsor of this video.
we don't need that. Oh shit,
The
dude.
Dutch were used to floods, of course, but this one was particularly bad timing because of the First World War.
I thought the Netherlands were neutral for World War I.
Yes, but their neighbours absolutely weren't. Germany, Belgium, France and Britain
Oh,
were so
yeah.
busy fighting, they stopped all international trade, and that meant the Dutch had to rely entirely on the food from their own farms.
So the flood didn't just destroy homes, it caused a massive food shortage both during and after the disaster. The Dutch were homeless,
Yup.
hungry and wet. In these conditions, Lely's plan didn't seem quite so unhinged after all.
And so, in 1927, 36 years after he first proposed it,
But is it? I just realized that. Is that where the name Lelystad comes from? I wonder, because Lelystad is a big city.
Cornelis finally began work on the Afsluit Dijik.
Afsluitdijk.
The dike
I guess
was
I don't know
completed
the
ahead
complete
of schedule in
history. Like,
1932. At
I know what
20 meters
happened,
long,
but
or
not
42
the
kilometers,
details, you know?
It was the longest dike the world had ever seen. The Zuiderzee was a zee no more. It was now a mere, the IJsselmeer.
Now
IJsselmeer.
that the water was calm and shallow, they were ready to build the biggest polders the world had ever seen.
Hundreds of farmers moved in to start their new lives working the land straight away. But then something went wrong.
Oh
Because
no.
the polder was below sea level, it was lower than the mainland, causing groundwater to flow into it and sucking the former coastland dry. This made it much less fertile and much less productive.
So for the next one in 1950, they changed the design.
The next polder was built in 2 stages with a thin, watery gap to make it much easier to manage the water table. This meant that the Flavor polder was technically the largest artificial island in the world, a record no
Yay.
one's come close to beating since.
So, overall, was Cornelis Lely's Zuiderzee Works project a success?
In every way imaginable, yes. When the next massive storm came in December 1953, the structure held back the sea and prevented what would have been catastrophic flooding. The Afsluitdijk paid for itself in one night.
And it's
Oh,
paid for itself
nice.
1,000 times more since.
Damn.
The value of the new polders to the Dutch economy is 20 billion euros a year.
And as for food security, it went so much further than necessary. It gave the Netherlands a massive food surplus, quickly becoming the world's second largest food exporter behind only the United States.
Pretty impressive for the densest country in Europe.
Fifth densest country in Europe.
Densest proper country in Europe.
Lely's plan was so successful,
Damn.
it even solved other problems it wasn't meant to solve, including one for Dutch drivers. Right on top of the Afsluitdijk, engineers built a motorway in the middle of the sea, allowing drivers to whiz from Iedzekkerheidszoom to Hippolytozoef in just 35 minutes. With
That's-
breathtaking views of the sea and a
I don't
dead
know if
straight
those are
line,
real names.
cruise along the A7 motorway is simultaneously the most thrilling and most boring drive in the world.
The Zuiderzee Works also changed the lives of the people of Urk.
Urk.
For most of its existence, was an island right in the middle of the Zuiderzee, isolated from the rest of the country. But now, thanks to the new polder, you could just drive there on the Urkeweg.
Oddly, the Urkeweg hasn't stopped Urk from still behaving like an island. Even today, it's famous for being more conservative and religious than the rest
Yes,
of the Netherlands,
sir.
and they still have their own dialect that most Dutch people don't understand.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Of all the impacts
Actual-
of Lely's
actual
project,
people from
the
Urk.
biggest was one he could never have predicted. As the Dutch population exploded, but their borders didn't, the country was in desperate need of more space for people to live on. Suddenly, Flevoland, first intended as a giant flood barrier that could maybe house a few farms, became prime real estate.
Like Almere, which is by every measurement you can think of the Dutch Milton Keynes.
The population on these polders increased
I don't know
so
what that
much
means.
that in 1986, Flevoland was officially turned into the 12th province of the Netherlands, with its
Yes.
own local government, coat of arms, and flag terced in fest with 3 horizontal bands, a superior azure field, an inferior vert field, and a medial of reduced breadth, its waveform hoistwood half transitioning to a rectilinear flywood edge, with a stylized argent fleur-de-lis occupying the upper hoist quarter.
So, what did Cornelis Lely make of all of the Zuiderzee Works' phenomenal success?
Nothing. Cornelis Lely
Oh,
completely
no.
died in 1929, before even the Afsluitdijk was finished,
Damn.
meaning he never saw any of his plans come true and never had any idea how much he'd transformed his whole
That's
country.
pretty
But he's fondly
sad.
commemorated today by the people of the province he accidentally created. They named their capital city after
Yeah,
him.
oh, that's
and carved
actually
him into a
okay.
statue.
That's fun.
He stands on the Afsluitdijk to this day, staring out at the choppy waters of the North Sea.
The Dutch had proven themselves the masters of land reclamation.
I actually learned a lot.
Groundwork and showing the rest of the world how it's done.
Which inspired the rest of the world to give land reclamation a go themselves, and for all sorts of different useful reasons. 1. Airports. If your land is too lumpy for a runway, simply put it in the sea. The Japanese do it all the time. Kansai, Chubu, Nagasaki.
2. Playing geopolitics. China built islands in the middle of what they now call the South China
What
Sea,
the fuck?
so that they're technically able to claim the sea around it.
3. Adding extra space to coastal cities with no other direction to expand. Examples include the Maldives, Singapore, and Hong, to name but 2.5.
And 4. Because they can.
Dubai, the city of brute force superlatives, has sprinkled dozens
Oh,
of
damn.
artificial islands along its coast for luxury resorts and hotels.
I didn't
despite
know that
having
they
no
looked like
shortage of
that.
Space inland for sensible suburbs.
Land reclamation today is increasing all over the world. Everybody's doing it. Jakarta,
Shanghai,
Manila,
Lagos,
Boston,
Vancouver,
Macau.
Mumbai. So does that mean that land reclamation is the solution to all of society's problems? And will the Netherlands of 2125 look like this?
Well, no.
Damn.
Land reclamation only makes sense if the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, and the disadvantages are numerous. It's really expensive, requires huge amounts of sand,
Which the world is running out of.
it needs constant maintenance to stop it sinking, and worst of all, it upsets the fish.
True.
There used to be water over there. Now it's all gone, hasn't it? It's
That's
land.
true, yeah, we used to like going there.
The sediment over there was lovely sediment.
Oh yeah, the sediment.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah,
That's my favourite bit. I used to say that.
it's gone now.
Yeah.
With the well-being of the world more on the world's mind than ever, even the Dutch, the original masters of land reclamation, seem to have gone off the idea.
Alright.
The final polder from
I mean, yeah.
the original plan, Markevard,
I like that name.
was cancelled in 2003, despite the dike already being built, making it a sort of lake within a lake. Today,
I've actually never seen that, but that looks fucking awesome. What the heck? It looks so cool.
it's used as a freshwater reservoir and nature reserve.
I wonder if you can go there.
Perhaps the oddest
If they're saying it's a nature reserve.
thing about the process of building land in the sea where there wasn't land before is the word we use for it. Reclaimed? It makes it sound like we're taking back from the sea what's rightfully ours.
Yeah, no, that's
Truth
not
is a
true.
lot more opposite. If no one was there to press the right sluice buttons and maintain the dams, the sea would quickly reclaim what it sees as rightfully its.
Perhaps the best way to prepare for the future is for humans to learn how to live underwater.
True.
Ready to start practicing?
As they say in Dutch, ik ga mijn hoofd in een emmer water steken.
That is what they say in Dutch. Everybody says it.
Grease stains? Overwhelmed by limescale?
This is more
Give
ads.
your kitchen that sparkling new look with This Way Up, when maps go wrong and why it matters. The day your kitchen up to 9.
It is more ads. But yeah, okay, that was cool. I learned a lot. I didn't actually know that about, like, that Lely Style was named after a guy who was literally, his name was Lely. Maybe that's bad, but I don't know. I didn't know that. The more you know, the more you know. But that was cool. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for watching it along with me. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. This is technically for YouTube viewers. This is part 2 of the stream that I did. If you want to check out my live reaction streams, you can do so by clicking the link in the description to my Twitch. You can also check out the Discord in the description as well, where all the info is whenever I do these streams and stuff like that. So yeah, and let me just hit the subscribe button for the Madman and a like as well. The link to these videos will be in the description as well, so if you want to check out the original video and show some support, please do so. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.